Hi all, this time around we're going to be tackling one of the most common spots for rust on the Viva HC platform, the bottom corners of the windscreen. So this one in particular is pretty bad. It might just look like some superficial blistering from the front, but round the back here it kind of tells a different story. This area is pretty important structurally, so it's made up of several layers. Layers that just tend to trap moisture, and also layers that we're going to have to peel back to see how deep that rot goes. Well, now the outer skin is loose, place your bets on what we're going to find underneath. Well, now that outer skin is loose, it's time to place your bets on what we're going to find underneath. And yep, that's proper nasty. So now let's just get this bit out of the way. I'm guessing this stuff was sealant once upon a time. So it's pretty clear that one of the layers of metal that should be here has all but disintegrated, and the exposed upper part of the A-post you can see is also toast. So we've got to go deeper. So after cutting out the worst areas, grinding back the not so bad areas, and treating everything with some phosphoric acid, we can finally start adding some metal back in. So what we got here is a mega rare piece, a complete A-pillar panel, and it's still got the original parts tag on it. This is the only one I've seen come up for sale in over a decade of collecting bits for this car. I'm going to eventually be using the whole thing, but as my shell bracing is actually bolted to the lower part of the one on the car, for now I'll just be replacing this upper section. Okay, so that was the easy part. Now we've got to make the outer layer from scratch without much of the original one still surviving a copy from. So I'll start by working off the remnants of the panel that we do have. So now the plan is to build the panel on the car itself. I've got this first section fitting pretty nicely, and from there I can gradually cut and add pieces until I've got a complete repair section made. And here it is. Now there's no way I could have fabricated this from a single sheet, especially without any kind of template. Well, I'll be lying if I said I wasn't happy with how that fits. For making it up as I go along, I reckon I pretty much knocked it out the park. So let's not waste any time on getting it glued in with some nice beefy plug welds. Well, we're on the home stretch now. Last bit of fabrication. Just the outer gutter section to make. So here's the last few parts ready to weld in. The outer skin you can see here is actually one cut from another car, and it's in much better condition than the one I removed. And here's my little gutter piece. I've already given it a coat of weld through primer, so after a quick check of the fit on the car, it'll be time for the final weldathon. But this was one of the more complex repairs on the shell, and to be honest, I'm glad it's behind us now. I'm really happy with the end result. It's a hell of a lot more structurally sound, and I think with a little bit of filler it should be a barely noticeable repair. And of course, the other corner was just as bad, so I had to do all of that twice. Well, that's definitely all we've got time for in this video. I hope you enjoyed the journey, and as always, if you could do the likes and the subscribes, it really helps keep the build mojo up. I look forward to seeing you all again in the next one. Bye for now.